Hello viewers, welcome to the Azure Services demo.
So in this video I want to show you how a template spec can be used to create resources in the Azure. So what is template spec? So Azure template spec is a reusable versioned ARM templates. So ARM means Azure Resource Manager templates. So this can be versioned and we can reuse those templates whenever we use the template spec and store our templates inside the template spec. So what is template spec? An Azure resource used to store ARM templates. Makes infrastructure templates reusable across deployments. Templates can be versioned and centrally managed. So templates can be versioned and centrally managed. This means we can store our code in our GitHub repository. So like that, template spec stores the templates that you have created and that can be versioned also. So why we use it? To standardize approved infrastructure deployments so that we don't miss any infrastructure provisioning while deploying from dev to test to prod. So reuse the same template across the environments. Then again we can do control access using Azure RBAC, maintain multiple template versions as well. Next is simple flow. So how we use the template spec? First we have to create the ARM templates or bicep. Then we store those ARM or bicep template into the template spec. Next, once we store the template spec, we can go to the template and deploy that into our specific resource group. Then the Azure resources will be created. So what is the difference between blueprint and template spec? So blueprint is about to retire, so this will be retired on January 2027. So what is blueprint? So blueprint includes everything like policy, governance, then RBAC, resource groups. So all these things included in the blueprints. But in template spec, we have only version infrastructure templates. Other than that, we don't have any policy or other governance, etc. is not there in the template spec side. That's pretty much it on template spec. Let's go to the demo. So here in this demo I will create one VPC, then one network security group on top of the VPC subnets. So those are the two things I want to create using template specs. Let's go to the console and type template spec. So once you go to the template spec, you can see these options: import templates, create template spec. So if you have already available some templates, you can import it or you can create using this create template spec. So what I will do, I will go to the create template spec option and then give a template spec name VPC template, suppose. Then my subscription is pay as you go. Then resource group, I will create one named demo VPC. Okay, next is the location, so I will choose Central India. And version, so I need to mention one version for my template, so I am giving 1.0.0. Then change node is nothing, it's optional. Let's keep it like this and go to the edit template. So in the edit template we can create our template. So they are providing one basic format for the template. I already have one template with me, so I will go to the notepad and copy that templates. Okay, so this is the template I have. So here you can see first we started with schema, then the content version, We can give parameters like local prefix, then vnet address space and address space subnet, which subnet CIDR will be taken for creating the VPC. So those things we can use as a parameter. So once we parameterize this, while deploying, we can have the option to customize our value. So everything we can change while deploying the template spec. Then next is the resource. So which resource we are going to create? We are going to create virtual network, VNet, and the name of the VNet will be concatenate the local prefix plus the VNet blueprint. Next is the location. Location will be the resource group location. Then next properties. So address space, we need the address space, address prefix is required, then subnet, and this will be the subnet name and address prefix. So on the CIDR range that will be used for the subnet. Let's go to the tags and then review and create. As you can see, the validation is passed. Now we can create. Okay, so the template is created within this template spec, and the latest version is 1.0.0. Now we'll go inside the template. If we go inside the template, you can see deploy, create new version, edit description. These options are there, and here you can see latest version. So this is the version that is just created. So now what we have to do, we have to deploy this template. So we'll go to the deploy and then choose our subscription. Pay as you go is my subscription. Then resource group, the same resource group that I have created. We can create another one and deploy in that resource group also. Next is the instance details. So the region I am selecting is Central India. So you can see local prefix. We can put some prefix. So these are coming from our parameters that is defined in our template. And the address spec, I will keep it as it is. Then address space subnet, I will keep it as it is. If you want, you can change it as well. So this is the power of parameters in the template. Next, go to review and create. So you can see this running final validation, and then next is create. So I will open another window and go to the VNet section. Virtual network. Sorry. You can see there is a VPC VNet blueprint named VPC is created. So this VPC, that prefix is coming with the VNet blueprint. I already have explained that concatenated the name with the net hyphen blueprint. Let's go to the VPC and see the subnets. You can see the subnet. So this is the subnet got created. This is the name. The name of the subnet is also concatenated, and this is the CIDR range, and 251 IP is available. So this is how we can use the templates to create the resources in the Azure. Let me go to the same template and create a new version. Suppose I want to change the version. Let's take the version as 1.2.0 and change the name. Go to the template. Suppose I want to give a default value, comma, then Okay, so I am using one default value as a demo, and let's go to the next and validation pass, then save changes. So what it will do, it will create a new version. The version number I have given is 1.2.0. You can see this latest version is 1.2.0. So if we go to the versions, we can see both the versions are available and the descriptions that I have put. So this is the new version. Let's go to the new version and deploy. Same resource group, then location prefix, you can see the default value is coming now as demo. Let's review and create. Then once validation is passed, create it. You can see it is created. If I go to the VPC now, VPC virtual network, and refresh, you can see the demo VNet is now created. That is how we can use same template for different resource creation. Now let's go to the template spec again and create another one. This time I will not create, I will import. So let me go to my template and save it. NSZ. Okay, so let me go to my template. It is in my desktop. So this is the template. Now import. Once you import that template, you will again land on the same where we have started while creating the template. So this time I will give name as NSZ demo, then pay as you go is my subscription, then resource group, I will take the same resource group so that it will be easy for me to clean up the resources later. Central India is my location. Then I will give a verse number 1.0.0 and next edit template. So in this template we have only one parameter, which is the local prefix. So this parameter we have to match with the VPC that we have created, because this will be used to create the NSZ on top of that VPC subnets. So we have to match this local prefix so that it will go to that particular VPC and create the NSZ in that VPC's subnet. And then subnet ID, you can see it will find out the subnet ID using this. So it will create the name, then it will find out the subnet name, and then it will look for the location, the existing virtual network resource group name, so which resource group the virtual network is available, that it will find out. Then existing subnet name, so you can see subnet blueprint, so where the prefix will be added and it will find out the subnet. Then NSZ name also it will be created. Then resources, what resource? Network security groups, you can see. Then API version is this one, name is new NSZ name. So next is the deployments. What it will do, it will associate the NSZ to the subnet. All these are defined for the subnet that we are going to create. What it does is name here in the subnet, it will create the network security group. You can see this one, this is the ID, it will just attach to that subnet. Now let's go to the tags. I'm not using any tag now. Let's go to create, view and create, and then create. So now the NSZ demo got created. This is the second template that I have created. Let's go to the NSZ demo and try to deploy. So we already have two VNets. One is the demo VNet and other one is the VPC VNet. Let's go to VPC VNet where the NSG will be created. So local prefix I should match with that previous one. So I am giving VPC. Next is review and create. Then create. Okay, deployment is in progress. Then you can see it is created. Let's go to the VNet and go to the VNet subnet. Here you can see, so network security group is added to that subnet. If we want to verify once again, we can go to the demo VNet and go to the subnet, and if we go to the subnet, you can see network security group is not created because we have not deployed this against demo VNet. We have deployed against VPC VNet. So if we go to the VPC VNet, you can once again confirm in the VNet subnet. You can see network security group is added to that VNet subnet. That is how we can use the template and create versions and use to deploy all our resources inside our Azure. So that's pretty much it from my side in this video. If you like the video, do subscribe and share the video.
Thank you.